Gang right back in the studio for a Thursday morning. James Silas.
Yeah, good morning, Lagos. Good morning, everybody. How you all doing?
Good morning to you too. And we have Oris.
Yeah, Maurice is in the house. Watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning to you. Now we have a brand new tune from Yemi Alade. It's called Begging. We'll listen to it when we do come back. We'd like you listening also to tell us what you think about the song. There are several ways to reach us in the studio. 0809 4440981 is on WhatsApp. Twitter is Smooth981FM. And we're streaming live on YouTube at Smooth FM Lagos. Yemi Alade, let's do this. Expected.
Listen not to my thoughts, I'm falling in love again. I cannot stand the rain, I cannot take the pain. I shoot in my shot, and I don't tear the net. You know, send me again. You say no do no more. Oh, be more. You don't break my heart, they jaburata. You finish me, pata pata. I did for my summer.
Don't break my heart, Tete Jabrata.
You used to finish the love.
Tete means quickly.
You don't
Don't break my heart, Tete
but
Jabrata.
treat me like yama yama. You make me see no 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 no. No lama no 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 no. I'm begging no 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 no. Don't got no time for no 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 no. If you let me see no 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 no. No lama no 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 no. I'm begging no 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 no. Don't got no time for no 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 no. Come on if you wanna be my love, come be my friend. You know go need pretend.
There you have it, Yemi Alade Begging. Is there anything different from this one, Oris?
Please don't. You're setting me up. I think.
Feel free.
Where do I start from?
This is what you do for a living. Just
Please,
do it.
please. Leave me alone, please. Anyway, I don't. You know what?
No, what do you think about the song, frankly?
No, let's talk about it. So let's talk about Yemi Alade's work ethic. I think that's the better thing to discuss.
Work ethic.
You know, I think she has great work ethic. You know, I think that I think she has an album out, Queen Don't Come or something.
Kingdom Come? That's how many years ago?
Okay, my mistake. Just felt like
Kingdom
she's had
Come.
like
Maybe that's what it is. So, I mean, feel free.
I don't know, man. You know, for me the thing is, Yemi's music. I don't know, man. I just think it's you've heard one, you've heard all of them. Maybe minus, of course, a classic, which deserves to be a classic. Actually, I think everybody else will agree. Bunny. Beyond that, I think there's just maybe 2 or 3 songs she's made since then. I feel like not bad. But this one, I mean, it's the same thing about you don't. What is that line James was singing of air?
Did I say so?
I'm kidding. I'm just trying to help you. Don't mind me. Yeah, the thing about you don't steal my Makarata, wanting Jabarat. I'm just like
You don't break my heart, Jabrata.
Jabarat.
Tete Jabrata. Yeah.
Anyway, you used to call me Cinderella. Now you call me Yama Yama. I'm just like, what is this one again now? So anyway, I don't know. I think, like I said, for Yemi, the thing I admire the most is like a work ethic. When it comes to artistry, I'm just like, please, next song. So yeah, over to you, James.
James.
So yeah, you're actually right. The last album is Kingdom Come.
Exactly, I'm
Yeah,
correct. Yeah.
Kingdom Come. I mean, interestingly, I've actually followed Yemi Alade's career for since inception.
As I have, actually before Journey, she had an excellent R&B. That when she
Yes,
had that
vibe.
yeah, there was a
And
very
that's
good
fine.
song she had. I think she's one of the song with Deep.
Yes,
Way back.
you're right.
One very
You're right.
raunchy video, but
Yes,
yeah,
you're
decent
right.
song.
That was, I think that was straight up after winning one of those
Yeah, she won the
talent
the,
shows,
the
big
peak,
talent
yeah,
shows.
peak
back in
reference.
the day,
Back then, yeah.
So she's talented actually. But I think sometimes the challenge might be maybe not a challenge to her, but a challenge to people like us who have followed her over time might be instability when it comes to the kind of music or type of brand that she wants to represent. Even though I mean when it comes to the brand, she's now or she has branded herself as Mama Africa in quotes.
Which is just ridiculous, by the
You
way.
know, but because and that's something I just felt like okay, I can understand the attempt or the mission to overtake or conquer Africa, but I think Yemi is a young girl. I mean, as at when she even branded herself as that, I thought she was a young girl who didn't need to be Mama anything,
anything. Yeah.
you know. So, but now, like I said, the struggle, maybe not a struggle to her, but I just feel like she wants to be both a pop artist and also an African art. I don't know how to just put it, but I just feel like it makes it seem like she's all over the place. Whatever is popping right now, she'll be there. If this one is popping, she's there. And there's a struggle with writing music that suits that particular thing she wants to jump on, you know.
But yeah, but James,
Yeah.
don't you think that, I mean, this long after her emergence on the scene, I think she knows what she's after, and frankly, what she's after, to be honest, is entirely money, and she has made it, you know, and she's popular outside of Nigeria, and I think a lot of her concerts happen there. I keep thinking to myself, is it possible for Yemi Alade today to have like a big Echo Hotel concert? And I wonder, I'm like, I don't know, is it? I don't think, I really don't know who would be willing to pay, I don't know, whatever fee she wants to ask for to watch her.
But I don't think
go
there's
back and forth.
anything wrong with getting proper writers, songwriters to give you, you know, that feel, that flair and everything, because Yemi just wants to write her song her own way, her own
Yeah,
style.
I feel like when you say she wants to write a song, you're overstating it, right? You think those things are written?
Yes,
No, and someone will tell you go and write.
I think she does write those things. Anyways, let's look through some of the messages on WhatsApp. Tonya is in. I'll start with saying I like Yemi Alade. I think she's
do too.
talented. She's got a strong voice and she's truly a hard worker. But
That's correct.
then in capitals
All of
now,
that is right.
she needs to change her template. Everything she puts out sounds dated and like we have heard it before. She needs new ideas. Tayo has this other message. Oris answered Victor's question differently. I also like her work ethics too. All right, let's keep it going. After generating a lot of controversy from the weekend up until yesterday, angering his fans all over the world, finally, Kiss Daniels has apologized to his Tanzanian fans and he's offered them a free show. In fact, he went on to say, I didn't mean to disrespect you. It's just that my bag did not come from Uganda.
I don't know, that's not fair. That's not what he said. That's Victor, that's not fair. That's not what he said.
Wow.
I think
Victor, I like someone believed you for a moment.
guys, no, that's not what he said actually.
I was
Don't mind
quite
Victor.
shocked. I was like, oh, that's not what I read.
That's what he said. The thing is, but there, something I tweeted a few days ago is that everybody who's worked for a number of years in the music business, either as a journalist, as a reporter, as a critic, as a reviewer, or even as an A&R, that's in the music business itself, you know, I think all of us have heard in some way about Kiss Daniel's behavior. That's just the truth. So this is only just making it public. All of us know these things. I think James himself would know.
I know. Don't try to speak for yourself.
You know, anyway, but the thing is, people have always made this comment about how Kiss Daniel belongs to like the upper echelons of Nigerian music, how it should be with the big three, and it should be a big four. Frankly, I've always felt that they are correct in terms of like the quality and number of good songs the man has put out. But to become one of the big three is a lot more than just making the songs, you know, that pop. A lot more than that. You have to have a personality. And I don't think anybody, frankly, knows who this man is, frankly. And I think part of the problem is he's had a rather unfortunate strategy with the media, on the one hand. On the other hand, I also think a lot of his colleagues have also complained about the kind of person he is, you know. And when this happened, I was like, Ross, me, I've been writing about music for like, I don't know, about 10 years. I know I've heard these stories. So when it happened, I was like, you know, I would expect this, but of course I didn't expect that because of the missing chain. But anyway, he said that's not actually what happened. That there's been some miscommunication between his team, the agency, and the promoters. So it's somewhere between all of those three people. That's where this thing has broken down. Of course, he's probably just trying to manage expectations. But I mean, thankfully, free concerts. Hope it comes to Nigeria too as well.
James, he was in the country before 11 p.m. So
Yeah,
why
there was a
didn't he
video.
show up?
Can we really say that he's trying to do a free concert? Is that what it is?
That's what he
That's what
said. I think it's
said.
on Friday,
Well,
but which is
Yeah,
tricky.
is it really a free
A
concert?
free concert because
But
what
you're
was
right.
actually
They've already paid, right?
scheduled for, paid for, did not happen. So it's actually fulfilling it at a later date.
No, but how the question now is this: if he said that he's doing a free concert for Tanzanians, does it mean that people who have paid have paid? If you didn't pay,
No,
you
he
now have a
also
chance
said.
to
So
attend.
I
Is
think
that
we're missing the
the
fact
thing?
that he said he was going to refund.
No, I didn't
I
hear the
think he
refund.
said. I heard
Okay,
that
well, I
he
hope
was
so.
going to
Okay, I
refund
didn't hear the refund.
the people that have paid.
So if it's refunded, then that's a free concert. Why are you asking that then?
So that's why I'm bringing it back. I'm just trying to make sure that we have all the information, possible. But this is still a mess, regardless
Yes,
of
of
how
course.
you try to
How you try to
tidy
paint
it.
it, yeah.
I mean, how we should be looking at a situation where how to ensure that we don't have sort of story again, we don't hear sort of story, or it doesn't repeat itself, because the reasons actually not aligning. There's no way you can look at this situation and that for the fact that you're already in town or you were available or around, no matter what, even the miscommunication, whatever. I just feel like we had people waiting at a venue for you as an artist.
Yes.
Sometimes even if your balance has not been paid, that's what situation is or whatever.
Just
You can just show up and say, "Hey, my people, we're having some situations, but I love you." And even if you have to get a DJ to play one or two tracks and just vibe with the people and walk away, it will still justify, because this.
No, but
I
don't agree.
just-
People paid $5,000, bros. I'm
No,
not going to take that.
I'm
I'm
just
not going to
saying. I'm just
Vibing.
saying. Just let them know that there's a situation. Do you understand?
Mhm.
That is if there's a situation between your management or you and the promoters.
But from,
That the fact that you show up to even talk to the people.
in fact,
it's
even
not
from the
fair.
reports that we saw online, the promoter was saying they kept begging him. In fact, Polo, who had linked him up to the guy
Yeah.
in Tanzania, begged him and begged him and begged him, and he said he wasn't going to perform.
Yeah, I
So
remember
it,
that.
it looks, yeah, it looks different if he comes out now and says a different story, but we'll keep it as it is. Again, I think we should also seize the opportunity to address those here in Nigeria who keep fans waiting. It's become a norm for them. They even take this attitude abroad. You pay for a show, on the ticket it's 7 p.m., 8 p.m.
5 hours later, man.
They are not out till 3 a.m. It's a very uncouth behavior, and I think it has to stop because they're beginning to take this outside Nigeria. And look at the reactions that have
Victor,
followed.
but the thing is, I don't like to discuss some of these issues as like things that are like entirely in this particular music business context. As a people, as a country that does business, haven't you had so many instances where somebody's contracted to do a particular thing, he doesn't do it, and yet to give you a refund is like a very difficult thing to get. I think it's a very common Nigerian business problem. So I think what is happening here is the Nigerian bad behavior has found itself concentrated in the music business, and they have not taken that thing as an export commodity outside of Nigeria. So it's pretty bad. But I think what needs to change is like the way Nigerians do business, frankly.
Okay, can I also just also add that
Alright.
it may not have been the same for all other artists, like not everybody,
No, of
especially
course, not
outside
everybody, yes.
or international concerts.
No, but this is no, but James, if
Yeah.
I think there was a period of time where I attended concerts like practically every week. And
In
believe me,
Nigeria?
yes, in Nigeria, and this
That's what I'm
happened a
saying.
whole
No,
lot.
in Nigeria it's different. I'm talking about
Several
artists
times.
that perform outside Nigeria.
Why are
And
we
we
why are
never
we
really
inferior?
had-
Why are we inferior?
We've never really had a lot of those kind of situations. I mean, we don't had that with Burner.
But just a few weeks ago, there was a complaint about Omale and Rema and their performance at I think it was the Afro Nation thing in Portugal or something. Which this is like a month or 2 months ago.
Yeah,
So-
but was it about them being late for the concert?
no, just about a rather poor performance.
Yeah, that's a different.
Did you say that Bonner has never been late for a concert in Nigeria?
outside?
Oh, outside
I'm
Nigeria.
saying the
Okay.
international events.
Okay.
A lot of those look like in the UK. The
Also,
Ultra Arena,
also,
all of
they'll
this,
put off your
they
legs.
have a closing time. Do you
Yes,
understand? So you
no,
cannot
but,
even
but
have-
also picking up from what you said, if they've never been, for someone like Bonner has not been late outside Nigeria, why do they keep disrespecting us in Nigeria?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it
If
shouldn't
he has
matter.
never done it outside,
It
why do
shouldn't
they
matter.
keep doing it
It's
to
even
us
worse,
here? We
you know?
keep
Are we
waiting.
inferior
2
then?
a.m., 3 a.m. They come out and perform for 30 minutes.
Sorry, can I still play devil's advocate?
Oh God.
Sometimes, wait now. Sometimes, even you, the guest,
Yes.
don't even get to the venue and you just say, you look at your time and say, this thing that is 7 o'clock, they will start at 10 o'clock.
But we
You
know
too,
they
you
don't
also
come
go there
early.
late.
They don't come
Let's
early.
not
So
wait
let's
now.
start by being there on
That's
time
no,
as
no,
well.
no, please. It's not us. We are the paying customers.
Exactly.
Remember that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. Remember, and
But I'm not going to
This
perform
thing
to
you
an
said,
empty hall.
you will or you should. Davido did it when Davido was in. I think it was O2. He literally said that when he showed up, people were not packed, and let's just begin. And then, of course, as time went on, people came to maybe Nigerians are thinking about attitude outside of Nigeria. But I know that for a show like the NBC, which is about film now, they tell you to be seated by, I think, by 7 or by 8. Chairman, if you don't be seated, everything that wants to happen will happen.
Exactly.
Everything.
I mean, the
A
red
hotel
carpet
here,
starts
the
at
same
3
in
p.m.
Nigeria. The same, where if you are, wherever you are, it will begin at that time.
That's
Of course,
right.
they are televising it live. So of course, they have to keep to that's why. But I'm saying that it's not impossible to do. So don't blame the audience. They can begin, and if they begin and you meet it late, well, it's your fault.
So you're saying we should pull off, or artists start pulling off, like Tyson on these people. If you don't come on time and knock out the opponent in 15 seconds, and hey.
No, I'm saying that if you say 7 o'clock, I understand if you perform by 8, but don't keep me waiting till 1 a.m. That's ridiculous.
Now let's take a break. When we come back, some more stories for you.
I don't know how to justify that one. 5 hours.
Hey, what up,
I
people?
hate it.
How's
I
it
hate
going?
it
Show
so
Johnson,
much.
I see you
I
there.
hate it
ridiculous,
How far?
so much.
Forbes, I see you. Kyle,
People
break
be
up.
waiting for you. Kyle,
Mr. Kayode.
Forbes,
Kayode.
Mr.
I see you,
Kayode.
man.
Mr. Kayode. Congratulations again on your wedding.
Congrats.
Congratulations, Kyle. Welcome to the club. If you need tips, just let me know. Let's know what to do.
This married
man, SJ.
Just look at them.
I mean,
Married man trying
the
to give
decades
tips.
of marriage is not a joke.
Decades.
Respect
It's not 10
me.
years.
Yeah,
Really?
actually, more, look, 2011, yes.
Really?
That's what I do. Yes,
Exactly. The same shock.
11 years.
I'm like, really?
So 11 years, man. Do joke, man.
Wow.
11 years. 2011.
Congrats.
Feels like yesterday.
But my question is why?
Why not? It's not why. I would have
Why?
asked, but we're also live and everywhere.
It's not better.
I would have asked, like, were you 25 when you got
I
married?
was 25. I was, what, 30?
Really?
Man.
You don't look 40.
Yeah, but I am. Over.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm 11 years.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That's a lifetime, man.
Wow.
It
I
feels
mean-
like a lifetime, but hey.
You try.
I honestly
10 years ago, I
That's better.
saw I go fill out for yourself. Yeah.
So now it's just easy.
you wait, that's longer than all them Kim Kardashian and Kanye West marriages.
What are you saying? I'm not their mate now.
You're really not there.
You're not their mate to clearly. Wow.
Someone was even saying we should talk about Kim Kardashian and Dave Peterson. Pete Davidson.
Oh, okay. They said they've broken up. Yeah.
Eh.
Oh, you haven't heard?
I'm living in the moon.
Which one are you talking about? Okay, so which
Yeah,
one are you
someone
talking
just
about?
said we should talk about that Kim K and Pete Davidson. I'm like, and then Two-Face too.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk about it.
The thing
So
is, we don't know that. We just heard.
That's encrypted. What's it called?
No, but they just love her now. As usual, said something about how sorry. That's what you're trying to avoid.
Maybe has
Yeah.
different has another child outside. Is that what?
Yes. But that's
Okay,
the-
yeah, well, we can read the message and just pass.
So why don't we talk about it though?
It wasn't in the, but we can just.
And you can
run
tell
through
what you
it.
heard about.
It's me.
Because you're-
It's me that wants to inform
You
the
can't be
audience.
waving, you can't be-
We're back.
I mean, you can't run away from this situation.
Just imagine.
All right, thank you very much. We're back inside the Grapevine, bringing you all the big entertainment stories for a Thursday morning. Taking it over to your messages on WhatsApp. Quickly, Tayo is in. I have Kiss Daniel's bag. I'll bring it for him. It's not all about talent. It's discipline to the craft. I just wonder when the incident is coming. These artists don't rate us. Then he goes on, he says, you guys focused on Kiss Daniel and you forgot about Kim K and Pete Davidson and Two-Face. What happened?
Yeah, so I mean, let me tell you guys. Always my friend here has the full gist. All right, bro. I'm right behind you. Go.
This is incredibly unfortunate. James, you have set me up. But yes, I think on the one hand, Kim and what's his name, Pete, are clearly, well, they say they're no longer an item. But I think everybody who understands how, in quotes, rebound relationships work, kind of expected what this was to happen at some point.
Why are you whispering? Tell him.
Yes. Everybody who understands how rebound relationships work probably expected.
Did
this
that
to
even
happen
last
at some
3
point.
months?
No, of course, it's more than 3 months. Actually.
Okay.
But not like it matters, to be honest. It's just something to tick off the, Kim will take her off and she will take him off, and that's about it.
Yeah, plus
I'm more
there was an
interested in,
intent.
I'm more interested in my friend, my very good friend, Kanye West. What does this mean for Kanye? And anyway, as to the Two-Face story, I think what Ty is responding to is the message he put out a few days ago.
Yeah.
Which was about honoring his wife and everything. And then we heard subsequently, I'm not sure how true this is, so nobody should put me in Lagos, please. Anyway, that something he has done something what's sinful, and so that's why he put that out. As to the nature of this sin, you would have to Google it yourself.
No, but you quoted it.
I did not quote anybody.
No, but you mentioned.
I did not mention anybody.
That's
If
for
you're on
YouTube.
YouTube, if you're on YouTube,
That's exclusive to
you probably
YouTube.
heard what I said, but otherwise, I'm not repeating it on air.
Gentlemen, last week we talked about kidnappers going after Nollywood actors, and this week on Monday, I don't know how to regard this. Well, there were stories that armed men broke into veteran actor Hafiz Oyetoro's home.
Or
That's Saka.
Saka.
Yeah. And around 2 a.m., these guys broke in, got into
Why
the house.
are you using that sound?
Effects. And then when they got into the house, the next thing is, we want 20 million or we'll kill you. Does Saka have 20 million?
Well, he's according to reports, he said he doesn't have. I don't know about I don't know that we should believe or not. I don't know anything about that. I don't know his finances, but for me, it's more about the insecurity in Nigeria now and how it appears it's across the board. You are famous, you're in trouble. You're not famous, you're in trouble. Wherever high or low, whatever position you belong in, you are in some kind of trouble. So I think for me, it's just really, I hope he didn't lose anything of like incredible significance during the attack, because I like the guy and he's been there for such a long time. 20 million, man, I don't know. I mean,
in addition to not losing, hoping that he didn't lose, I think what's more important is that he's alive, still alive,
Yeah.
Because
True.
that's really the, as far as life is concerned right now. If you have there's life, there's hope, no matter what you may have lost.
I'm even
Sad.
happy that he wasn't kidnapped, right? I'm not sure that was captured in the report. If he was carted away or taken away, whichever you.
I think if he was, we'll hear.
Yeah, then that would be a kidnap of some sort. But it's really strange. Kidnappers now, or armed robbers now, break into your home and tell you exactly how much they want in millions. Where are we headed in this country?
They probably heard he signed.
Did they send something?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
No.
They probably had something, or they are still looking.
If
like a
James,
throwback.
But I also,
yeah,
I also
James,
think that we should put this out there. Not everybody on screen has the kind of money that people
My
think
brother.
they have.
and not anybody on radio too. In case they were
Especially-
thinking about Maurice, thinking about kidnapping Maurice, please. Maurice is
Especially
just on radio.
if you see me on TV, hear me, it's just not joke with a joke, nothing. You still enter bus to get here.
Exactly, please.
Now,
Let them know.
Thames is making history, has continually made history, and she's breaking the records again. 5th time getting into the Billboard Hot 100. She's surpassed Wizkid, Machala. He's done it 4 times. She's done it 5. Congratulations to her.
Nick, I don't think that's a very fair way of celebrating his woman, please. Can you leave whiskey out of your mouth in this issue? I think it's just good enough that she's gotten this. Like I said, I think I said it weeks ago. All of this is, of course, commendable and I think admirable. We should always just celebrate these people for getting us into this international space.
Right?
Yeah, but comparisons, I don't think in this particular case,
Yes.
I like comparisons, but not this particular case, 1. And 2, I always think that the big deal we are waiting for now, after all of these accomplishments, is to finally get a solo record on that thing, maybe in the top 20 or something. Once, or rather, a song by Nigeria featuring another an American artist. When that happens, I will feel like, you know what, we are finally arrived. But yeah, this is still something to be applauded for. Congrats, Nems.
Well said. It's just what it is. I also don't like to compare when it comes to this. I just feel like it's a collective win, basically, because at the end of the day, no disrespect intended, this whole journey of greatness, not the greatness part, but this international breakthrough actually started with this collaboration with Wizkid. All right, so
people
shout out to
people don't want to admit. I think
no, but that's what it is.
just the other day,
That's
Chef
right.
Jeff here was trying to say that how did you put it? He said Thames doesn't Ten was already big before Whiskey, before Essence. I'm like, that is not really true, you know. But I think it's just
She
a
was
Thames.
there, but she wasn't as big.
She wasn't there. Where was
No,
she?
she was. She had a few songs out.
Here, but not, not outside of Nigeria.
Here in Nigeria.
This international breakthrough is entirely as a
Right.
result of Essence.
In
That's the
fact, people now have to listen to her personal solo work after
After that,
all the
exactly.
collaborations. I have to put it out there. The first 4 songs that took her on the Billboard were collaborative efforts. One of the songs even got to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah,
That
the one with Future.
That's the one with Future, right?
Yeah.
What is this one? What is the current one?
Free Mind. I think it's her personal song. It's at
Okay.
number 90.
Oh, number 90. Oh, okay.
At least she got there.
No,
on
of course
her
she
own.
did.
She
tried.
Quickly, let's talk about this movie, right? Game of Thrones, where the star Sean Bean has been criticized for questioning the role of intimacy consultants during sex scenes.
Yeah, you know, I don't think this is frankly an issue that has a lot of bearing in the Nigerian film space at the moment. You know, after the Me Too movement took over the US, especially in the entertainment industry, certain things have had to change in how they do business, how they film scenes. So one of the things that happened was I guess a new category was created. People who would watch actors in sex scenes and then try to tell them, you know what, don't do this, do this. So for instance, for actors who are too hands-on, I mean, pardon the French, who are too hands-on, these guys will say, you know what, no, don't do that, you know, put your hand here, put your hand there, you know, just to make the choreography, because essentially sex on screen is choreography, you know, how to make all of that so that you do not infringe on the other person's I guess rights, or like in terms of consent and stuff. So, but I don't think that happened in Nigeria yet. In fact, to be honest, we don't have a lot of films that have graphic sex scenes, although there is one in the cinemas, by the way, right now, and I saw it yesterday night. But we'll talk about that another time. Yes, yeah, I'm serious. It's a Nigerian film currently that has a bunch of
bought out, or
you said
all that stuff that we see in the Hollywood movie.
not all of it,
Okay.
but a decent amount of it that is unusual for Nollywood films that show up on the big screen. Very, very unusual. And I mean, there's a scene that's about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. And it was a sex scene. Anyway,
3
to come back
minutes.
to this, yeah, exactly. No, anyway, to come back to this Sean Bean issue. Sean Bean, I think, is the second person who's getting this kind of issue in the US. There was an older guy, I think Sean Bean is 72 or something. I don't remember how old he is, you know. There was an older guy again, Frank Langella, who also had the same thing happen. In fact, he was fired off the set. And his major issue was because he was not paying attention to what the consultants were telling him to do. And the female actress he was working with said he was becoming too, I guess, maybe too much of a man.
And the guy got it when they said action, he just forgot about all the
no, that's not fair. That's not fair. Because I personally like Frank Langella, you know, but he now wrote a piece in one of the Hollywood magazines saying that it was unfair that he was fired. The thing is, what's happening now is that people who showed up in Hollywood, maybe 5-10 years ago, 15 years ago, can probably manage with the new rules. The guys who are like in their 70s, in their 60s, they've had like a long career without any of these things.
Issues.
So now that these people are coming in, intimacy consultants, they are thinking to themselves like, why are you telling me
how to
do exactly? It's kind of like how you hear in Hollywood, there are people who claim to be one-take actresses.
How are you teaching me?
Why are you teaching me my job?
Exactly.
So that's what's happened with
Especially
Sean
with this
and with
scene.
Frank.
When it was time for fighting, you
I
did
don't-
not teach me. Is this time they say hold her?
Victor, nobody's. That's not what I'm saying.
James, let's come to you quickly for this
Yeah,
one.
I mean, but I feel like instead of to avoid some of these situations, they
Yeah.
can use body double. I mean, and what's it called? Hold on.
No, wait,
Hold on.
no, wait. I
Can you-
acted
can you
scene
hold on?
1. You did not bring body double. They now brought.
Can you see the?
Can you see Victor?
You-
Thank you,
me
you're not an
too.
actor.
If you were an actor,
Me too,
will you be happy?
I will. I'll be very happy. Let me tell you. I was trying to give an instance of this guy. If you seen Ghost, that series Ghost.
Yeah.
There's a guy called what's it called Deval. Deval played the double for Ghost, the main
Ghost,
Ghost.
the main-
guy,
okay, the main
James
character.
Patrick. Yeah, his name is Deval Ellis. He played the double. So a lot of people were watching and thinking that it was Ghost or James Patrick that was playing all of those roles, but it was actually Deval. It was a body double. We've also had that situation with 50 and $80 and what's this guy's name?
Emmanuel Kubese.
Yes,
In 50.
There was body double.
So
as well.
I think it's unfair.
And even with Omotola way back when she did film The Prostitute with Kingsley Ogoro.
I
Yeah, you know?
think it's unfair, right? you read the script, you understand the storyline, you know that act 2, scene 5, you are supposed to walk into this room to meet the love of your life. Let's assume it's Genevieve Naji. You now get in there, they say body double, or it should come and ask that part for you.
What is wrong
that?
with this guy? Are you not listening to us?
Victor, you're not listening. You're not listening.
You're not listening to us.
I just said that. But
Okay,
let's
you want to kiss with Dominic?
let's keep going. We have to wrap things up, but I just had to throw this one in. Taylor Swift. She's been sued multiple times. It began in 2017 just because these
Don't say
guys
just
three
because.
three LW. Okay,
Yeah.
they're suing her because she said players gonna play.
play. Head is gonna hit.
I beg, we all say it now.
No, but that's the thing. So you have to understand that what these guys are arguing about is that the reason why you say that thing is because of them. According to them, the first time the line was used in a song was in the 3LW song. By the way, it's not 3LW. The 3LW were 3 girls back in the day. These are the 2 guys who actually wrote that song. So they are saying that Taylor took the lyrics from them. Taylor is saying that that's not true. This thing just happens. People just say it.
But this case was struck out in court before. Why are we having this case come back again? I mean, anybody can say players gonna play.
But no, that's the thing. It's hard. You can say that now. But what they are arguing is that even if it appears commonplace, the reason why it is commonplace is because they said it.
Okay, let's
So
look
they
at some
have
of the
the rights.
messages again before we go. A free show from Kiss Daniel is not the solution. There are people that paid for the tickets and have been disappointed with non-service delivery. Promoters have been shafted by his absence. There is an entire supply chain that has been left
disrupted.
hanging. What happens to them? Is he going to refund everyone in this chain?
I hope he does.
Oh my goodness. Tayo has a lot of messages. Nigeria's insecurity is so bad. Thank you. I wonder what Pete is going to do with the names of Kim's kids he tattooed on his body. Tom Cruise and Nicole, eyes wide short, open secret about choreography. Victor wants to be a body double. Okay.
Choose a struggle.
Final one. Mr. Victor shares. Okay. Okay, no problem. I'll
Victor,
talk about that
zero.
later.
Okay.
British man in Surulere. Thank you very much. We have to go. Oris and James Silas, thank you very much for being a part of the show today.
Thank you for having us. James Silas is James Silas on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Clubhouse, everywhere. Holla at me. Let me know if I'm the grapevine. I'll holla back.
Yes, and Oris is Kachoris, CATCHORIS on Twitter and Kachoris Gram on Instagram.
And I'm at Victor Pepple. Lagos Talks comes through at 9 o'clock.
They've identified your